All right, we threw a bat in there to weight that down a little bit more because that phone just dropped completely in the snow. But I was mentioning one thing I really like to focus on recently is like getting the barrel through the zone, not necessarily the hands. I think a lot of people, they get so constrained with thinking about their body and what does the body do, and they lose a lot of focus on what the implement does and accelerating the implement. And one thing I've been, it's Facebook, right? Like we've had a couple of these Facebook videos go viral. You have these like baseball guys like leaving comments and just like the worst batting advice of all time. But they all hate like active hands. They all want like still hands, robot, A to B like swing. It's like, it's such a robotic swing, and it's something that I think is like a fallacy. You want an athletic swing. You want a swing that allows the barrel to get through the zone, and thinking about the barrel and the implement, not necessarily the hands, right? So the hands can toggle. The hands can be athletic as long as the barrel is snapping through the zone. If your barrel is whippy all over the place, right? Like your hands can be active, the barrel is here, and then when you trigger, barrel is going through. That's so much difference than your hands being here and then your barrel dropping. Like a lot of guys talk about having these like robotic clean swings. When they swing, it's like their barrel is all over the place. They have no focus on the barrel because they're so focused on this robotic clean swing. I think the more athletic you can make your swing, more natural feeling you can make your swing, and a lot of that comes with a little bit of rhythm in your swing, right? Like you see a lot of the pro guys, a lot of really good guys, they're nice and rhythmic here, right? A lot of them just like overdo it too, like not overdo it, but like they really like the feel of that rhythm in there, to get that feel of that barrel whipping back and forth. But I think it has much more to do with the barrel and much less to do with like what your hands are doing. And again, I get this advice is coming from people you shouldn't take advice from anyways. I just think if somebody's listening to this and you see the active hands and you see why, like the active hands, there's a reason for those active hands. I've switched purposely from going from like the high hands, still position, we're gonna cut the ball all the way through, to coming to a little bit more of an athletic feel to allow that barrel to do what that barrel is supposed to do, right? So that's kind of why we do the things that we do. There's a reason for a lot of these things, and we're still working on it. So let's get this warm-up round going here. There we go. Again, drive that barrel through. That's our focus. That is our focus. And a lot of these drills are really just focused on getting the feel of getting that barrel through. Once I get that feel, everything else kind of cleans itself up. There we go. All right, now we will go to the Peacock drill, work a little bit of striders here, work on some timing, work on that cut. Still got the weighted. We'll do all these T drills with the weighted thing on, then we'll take it off. We'll work a little overlap. I'll kind of talk about why we do that, mostly to free up the barrel again, and then we'll take some real swings. Ooh, topped it a little bit. The shaking process, I mean, it's a little less snow out there, but the shaking process is gonna be a pain in the ass. Oh, stay in here. I really do not want to hit a home run today. Thank God, off the fence. If I hit a home run today, I'm gonna be walking. I might just leave the ball, to be honest. I'm gonna be walking in snow in my cleats. Not ideal. There we go. Again, this one gives you a good feel of patience, but it's also posture, right? Like if I'm patient on that backside and keep my posture instead of rushing and dipping, and I get a really nice feel of like a big shape, like I'm spread out, almost like that Kyle Pearson like feel, where you're long and then you hammer through. And I think a lot of times when I start rushing my swing or getting out of my routine with my swing, everything gets a little bit more short and compact and a little bit more rushed, and not that the posture starts to suffer there. We really want to keep drilling that in. Oh, that is sexy. Let's go. Now, the last drill we'll do with the weighted bat on is really, again, these next two are really just to focus on releasing that barrel. And again, it's not a fix for everybody. I think it's just something that I specifically have been struggling with. And it's like lagging the barrel, getting the hands through lagging the barrel. And it leads to a lot of like toppers and top spin balls and rollovers and things that I just don't want in my swing. And the more that I get loose with that barrel and drive with that barrel, not necessarily driving with the hands, but actually letting that barrel get in front and releasing at the end, the better my swing feels. So we got these tracer swings here. Things we've showed them a couple times here. But we got pumps 1, 2, and then we're taking a daddy hack up and through, just getting nice and loose. Using a Dan file cue of not feeling heavy until we hit the ball. Everything is nice and light until we hit the ball. Oh, that's stay. Please stay. Thank you. Tall fences are saving my life right now. There we go. Oh, I really enjoy this weighted bat feel. Once you take it off, you can really start to get that barrel to release and like snap. It's nice. It's a good little training device. Fuck, that went over. Idiot. Idiot. A couple more here. Got a good feel. Got a good feel. Just hold on to that. There it is. That's a good one. Right there. Last one here. That went way over the fence. All right, now we're gonna bounce this thing off, and we're just gonna go to some double overlap grips. All we're trying to do here, same feel as those tracers, but now in more of a realistic swing. We're not like taking those pumps, but again, normally my grip is here. We're gonna go full double overlap and just focus on hammering that barrel through, being nice and loose with the hands, almost like that Leaf Nemo, nice and loose, feel weightless until we hit the ball, and then really feel that hammer. I really like this one to finish up my swings, to get that athletic feel with that barrel, to get that hammer-like feel, and then we go into hitting spots. So last time we got here, let's get it. Ding! I don't know what I hit. Felt like I threw snow behind me. I also think the double overlap too, if you eventually want to switch, like a good time to try it is just at the end of your BP, right? Like just get some reps in to, if you think it's going to be your eventual swing and you don't want to go straight from like baseball to like full double overlap, you can start to work these things in your BP with your T work just a couple times a week at the very end of your rounds, and then you just go back to your normal swing and you just treat it as a little drill as you start to build up confidence with this. That's sex. That is sex. That is so sex. It's nice and relaxed. Really want to feel weightless. Let the hands do the work here. There we go. That's nice. Oh my goodness. That's what you want on a cut swing. That second riser. You can get that second riser. Good things are happening. Good things are happening. That's real nice. Couple more like that, then we're gonna go start with our push side round. Get back to the basics. Let's go. See, that's the miss on a cut swing. A little bit lower. Didn't finish through. There we go. Really like that feel. It's like a cock back, snap through. Like I'm really getting a feel of letting it go this way so that it can go that way. Equal and opposites, it's basically science. Two more here. Ooh! Not a fence shot, but pretty sexy. I'll take that all day. Last one here. Oh yeah, sick. All right, let's get to some push side. I'm gonna have to shovel out a spot for you to be able to see you from the push side, but we will get it. Let's go. All right, we're just gonna finish off with a little push, and then we'll finish off with a little pull. Ripping some balls here, going back to a normal grip. Really working on getting that feel of that barrel extending. Getting some nice cut shots over there. Getting some nice cut shots over here. Just a good little meditation, baby. Just working on the craft. Let's go. Oh, see, if I could do that every time. That's sick. That's such a good feel. Such a good feel. Let's get that barrel head snapping down, nice and controlled. Not really trying to hit necessarily like spots through the infield right now because there's about 4 feet of snow in the infield. So really just trying to get a feel of cutting that ball over top. As we get closer to the games and maybe just a little bit better field conditions, we will set up some cones, play a little bit of games like that, hit our spots. But right now, just more field-based game, get some outdoor swings in. Keep going. Please stay in here. That's over by about 30 feet. That was not ideal. It's not finishing through with that top hand. It's letting it cut too much. Let's go. That's it. There we go. That's a good one. Got a sweet swing like this in KC. They were just leaving. I had the wristband again, so it wasn't really picking spots, but they left such a gap open in right center. I was like, I'm just gonna hit that spot in right center. If it goes over, that's perfect. If it goes through, that's perfect. But we cut a ball through there for a triple, which is, I mean, if you're gonna have a home run wristband and not hit a home run, you might as well hit a triple. And that was one of my favorite swings of the tournament. It's one of my best approaches that I felt like I had over the weekend. If I can get that feel all year, that'd be sweet. There we go. Just all day, nice and simple. They just put the ball on the tee for me every time, that'd be great. Yeah. That is nice right now. It's not over swinging, letting that bat head do the work. That's why you do all those feels. That's why you do all that tee work. Just get that feel and then let that feel do the work in your swing. I know it's a like cliche thing, but I'm feeling flick the wrist. And not even like flick the wrist, but just let that barrel head go through. When I say release the barrel again, there's getting the barrel to the ball and keeping it here, and then there's releasing that barrel, letting that barrel go all the way through the ball. And I think a lot of guys get caught, especially DC players, when they're rolling over or they're hitting that topspin ball, they're catching the ball, they're hitting good barrel. Like it's not missing the barrel, but they're not releasing the barrel. It's almost like a punch rather than a snap through. And that's what we're trying to feel on right now. Like that. That is sex. That is absolute sex. Oh man. I hope we got a good angle of these, because these balls are hammered right now. These balls are hammered. See, that one caught a little bit of handle. And when I say handle, it's not that I'm missing, it's that I'm catching it here and not getting that barrel through the ball. And again, that's that punchy one that drifts instead of cuts. Keep going. That's sick. Woo! Nice. I like the feel of that. It was a little less cutty and a little more stay through the ball, but either way, as long as it released the barrel, that's what you want. Like, these guys in the comment sections are so against the cut swing, which I get. It's like every kid wants to get the cut swing and they fuck up their swing trying to get the cut swing. It's not about cutting the ball. It's about releasing the barrel. And cutting the ball allows me to release the barrel better, which is why I do it. But you can do it in a multitude of ways. You can stay sideways and get that barrel through without it necessarily being a cut. You can still get that side spin ball going as long as you're releasing the barrel. And it doesn't need to be like the full-on cut swing, but you do need to release the barrel, and the cut swing allows me to release the barrel. I'm not trying to cut the ball just because that's what everybody else does. I'm just trying to cut the ball because it gives me a good feel of controlling the ball. I can put the ball where I want it much better in my cut swing than my other swing. Oh, you dummy. Idiot. I'm gonna have to go chase that ball down. Let's go 3 more here. 3 more rack shots. Let's go. That's real good. That's real good. That's real good. That's real good. Oh, that's too much. Too much. Shit. Shit. I'm gonna have to go deep into the woods. Last one here. That was a good swing. Just a little underneath it. Lifted it about 350. Yeah. Let's go. That's a great round. It's one of my best push rounds I've had in a long time. Let's go poolside here. Finish up with some poolside balls. Let's finish up with some poolside here. Gonna save a couple balls for the girlfriend to check out her swing, see what her co-ed chances are this year, and then go from there. Let's get it. This bat feels so poopy. Maybe I'm missing it, but that felt like a pretty good stroke. There we go. I'm gonna switch to this bat just to see if I'm missing the ball or if it's the feel of that bat. If it's the feel of that bat, I'll just go back to the bat. But I can't tell if I'm missing it or if it's the feel, like that response off that bat. That feels so goofy. It's definitely the bat. That's crazy. I missed that ball and it went 17 feet over the fence. One more with this bat, then we'll go back to the watermelon. We'll commit to it. Oh yeah, okay. I was in my head a little bit with that bat, just the bat. Let's keep it a little bit lower, a little bit more cutty here. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a seed. Oh, damn, boys and girls. The ball was hammered. Hope you can see the girlfriend. She's shagging the home runs in the outfield. She's the goat. She helped me shovel today too. It's like 50 degrees out and she gets some sun in. She's the happiest person in the world. Let's keep going. There it is. If I can get that swing down this year, that's the one. That's the one we're going for. Getting that hammerhead through. There it is. Stop that lower body. Let that upper body accelerate through. That's the feel I need. Stop the lower body. Let that upper body go through. There it is. On that pull side, I really have to stay more on top of it than I think. If I just let the hands like bleed on that push side swing, it kind of creates a nice little cut. If I do that on the upper body, on the pull side swing, it just kind of bleeds around and gets underneath it a little bit much. There it is. Seeds, seeds. Get that down even a little bit more. Through the infield, before the outfield. There it is, come on. I mean, the heights on that, not ideal. That is not what we're going for, but that was a good hammer. Good hammer fist. Let's get a couple right down this third baseline. See if we can hammer these. Even if we miss on top, that can be the goal for the next like 5. I mean, come on. Oh! Okay, try to hit the third baseline more. Holy shit, that was a good swing. Keep going there. Ah, that is sick. Still want a little bit more down now. Drill these at the third baseline, like at the third base. There. That is ideal. That is ideal. That is when they play middle, they move everybody over. You have the confidence to hit that swing. Do that again. That's when you get snapped off in a game by a third baseman and you get real pissed about it, but if that goes through, that's disgusting. Ah, no. There's a big ice chunk in a game, that'd be sick. Just bounce it over. Last one here, then we'll free up for a couple, and then we get out of here. There. Not totally at the ground, but we'll take it. Let's free up for a couple. So we can just hit some bombs here, or some deep shots. Not necessarily focusing on the line here, just hitting the ball hard. Then we get out of here. Ooh. Perfect. Exactly what we want. I'm gonna go with the cool bat. Bah. All right, finish up with the girls' ball, send it to the moon, then we get out of here. Let's go. Ooh, let's go. All right, that's a day. Appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate you guys looking at our snowstorm we got here. That was a pretty solid day. Just working on some feels, getting some work in. We're gonna let the girlfriend take some swings off the tee and we'll get out of here. Just keep swinging, baby. We'll be back on Saturday, hitting it with the boys. Let's go.